Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I am going to give you the rest of the question answers from chapter 2 Nutrition in Animals, class 7 science book West Bengal board. I have provided part 1 and part 2 of this chapter in the previous videos. If you have missed, then please check out the description box or playlist. You will find that video from there. So let's start part 3 chapter 2 Nutrition in Animals. From question number 66. What is the function of esophagus? Food pipe or esophagus runs along the neck and the chest. It carries the slightly digested food from the mouth to the stomach. When food enters, the muscles in the walls of esophagus start contracting and relaxing alternately, producing a wave-like movement which pushes the food downwards towards the stomach. This wave-like movement is called peristalsis, though digestion occurs here. Number 67. What is stomach? The stomach is a J-shaped, thick-walled bag present on the left side of the abdomen. 68. Write the function of stomach. Stomach receives slightly digested food from the esophagus and further digests it. The inner lining of the stomach contains gastric glands, which secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive enzymes called pepsin. Hydrochloric acid makes the medium in the stomach acidic, which is necessary for the proper action of digestive enzymes on proteins in the stomach. Mucus protects the soft inner lining of the stomach from hydrochloric acid. The digestive enzyme pepsin breaks down the proteins present in the food into simpler form of peptones, called peptones. 69. Define peristalsis. Peristalsis is wave-like movement that travel down the alimentary canal, pushing food through it. Number 70. What is pepsin? The protein digesting enzyme in stomach is called pepsin. 71. What is small intestine? How does it work? The small intestine is about 7.5 meters long tube which is highly coiled. In human beings, it is the site of complete digestion of food. The partially digested food goes from the stomach into the small intestine. It is also the main region of the absorption of the digested food. It receives secretion of digestive juices from the pancreas, the liver, and its own walls. Number 72. Where is liver located? Write the function of liver. The liver is a reddish brown gland located in the upper right side of the abdomen. It is the largest gland of the human body. The liver secretes a liquid called bile juice, which is stored in a sac called gallbladder. The bile helps in the digestion of fats. Bile converts fats into tiny droplets so that their further breakdown becomes easy. It also converts the acidic chyme to slightly alkaline nature of facilitated the action of intestine enzymes. 73. Where is pancreas located? Pancreas is a large cream-colored gland located right below the stomach. 74. Write the function of pancreas. It secretes pancreatic juices and pours them into the lumen of small intestine. The various enzymes present in pancreatic juices digest the carbohydrates by pancreatic amylase enzyme, proteins by pancreatic protease enzyme, and fats by pancreatic lipase enzyme into simpler forms. 75. Which inactive enzymes released by pancreas? Trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, and procarboxypeptidase are other inactive enzymes released by the pancreas. 76. When do the inactive enzymes released by pancreas get activated? The inactive enzymes get activated in the small intestine. 77. Write the function of intestine. Intestine releases some digestive enzymes of its own while receiving the secretions from the liver and pancreas. This includes an enzyme named enterokinase, which acts on trypsinogen and converts it into active trypsin. The trypsin then acts on and converts all pancreatic enzymes into active enzymes. Trypsinogen, enterokinase, trypsin, chymotrypsinogen, trypsin, chymotrypsin, procarboxypeptidase, trypsin, carboxypeptidase. Okay, 78. Describe the action of activated pancreatic enzymes in small intestine. Proteins or peptones or proteases, trypsin or chymotrypsin or carboxylases, peptides, starch, polysaccharides, amylase, desaccharides, fats, lipase, deglycerides, monoglycerides. 79. Describe the actions of enzymes released by the small intestine. Dipeptides, dipeptidases, amino acids, maltose, maltase, glucose, lactose, lactase, glucose plus galactose, sucrose, sucrase, glucose plus fructose, D plus monoglycoserides, lipases, fatty acids plus glycocerol. Number 80. How do the secretions of the small intestine convert the food into their simplest forms? The secretions of the small intestine converts the food into their simplest form as summarized below. The starch or carbohydrate is completely broken down into the simplest sugar called glucose. The proteins are changed into amino acids. The fats are converted completely into fatty acidic and glycerol. The vitamins and minerals in the food need not to be digested as the body cells can take them up directly. 81. What are villi or villas? The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowths known as villi or villas. 82. What is the length of the large intestine? Large intestine is about 1.5 meters long. 83. What is the function of large intestine? The large intestine absorbs most of the water and some salts from the undigested food material. After the removal of water, the undigested food gets stored in the last part of the large intestine called rectum, which continues into the anus. 84. How our body is affected due to digestive disorders. Jaundice. Liver is affected in this disease. Skin and eyes turn yellow due to the deposit of bile pigments. Vomiting. It is the ejection of stomachs contains through the mouth a feeling of nausea precedes vomiting. Diarrhea. The abnormal frequency of bowel movement and increased liquidity of the fecal discharge is known as diarrhea. It reduces the absorption of food. Constipation. In constipation, the feces are retained within the colon as the bowel movement occur irregularly. Indigestion. In this condition, the food is not properly digested, leading to a feeling of fullness. The causes of indigestion are inadequate enzyme secretion, anxiety, food poisoning, overeating, and spicy food. 85. Digestion of food begins in stomach falls. 86. Digestion of proteins is completed in stomach. True. 87. Fats are digested into fatty acidic and glycerol. True. 88. Bile juices has no role in digestion of fats. False. 89. Pancreatic enzymes are activated in the small intestine. True. 90. Name some ruminants. The ruminants are cut chewing animals are cows, buffaloes, sheep, and goats. 91. How many divisions are there in the stomach of ruminants? The stomach of ruminants is a highly specialized chamber divided into rumen, reticulum, amasum, and abomasum. 92. Describe the digestive process of ruminants. Their stomach is a highly specialized chamber divided into rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. The food first passes into the rumen. It is a largest chamber where food is stored and partially digested to form card. It then goes to the reticulum from where it is returned to the mouth again for chewing. This act of chewing cud is called rumination. The food is further digested in other two chambers, that is omasum and abomasum. The abomasum works just like the human stomach. The process of absorption of food begins here. The digested food goes to the small intestine where it is absorbed in the blood. The undigested food goes to large intestine and digested out of the body. 93. What are sphincters? At every point where one organ opens into another in the alimentary canal, the opening is guarded by circulator ring-shaped muscles called sphincters. These open and close to regulate the passage of food across the canal. For example, gastric sphincters guards the opening and of esophagus into stomach, while the anal sphincter guards the opening of anus to the outside. 94. Who was Ivan Pavlov? Ivan Pavlov was a Soviet and Russian physiologist known primarily for his work in classical conditioning. He later carried out experiments on the digestive glands as well as investigated the gastric function of dogs, and eventually won the Nobel Prize for Physiology of Medicine in 1904, become the first Russian Nobel laureate. 95. Where do parasites derive nutrients from? Parasites derive nutrients from the living bodies of the organisms. Example, Ascaris, tapeworm, leech. 96. Why do saprotrophs number 96. Why do saprotrophs absorb nutrients from? Saprotrophs absorb nutrients from the dead and decaying bodies of organisms. Example, bacteria, fungi. 97. How do hologic heterotrophs consume their nutrients? These organisms consume their whole food inside the bodies where it is broken down to release nutrients. Example, humans, most animals, and insectivorous plants. So this one is the part 3 or last part of this chapter number 2, nutrition in animals. That's all for today. See you soon with a new video. Till then, take care and bye.